Do I really have to cry because my waterproof mascara isn't that waterproof?
Hey, I'm only here because they said snacks will be provided, leh.
The sound of anticipation and a little chaos. Good morning and welcome. I know some of you have come prepared and some of you have come a little curious, and I think some of you are not entirely sure what you're here for, but it's okay because today we're having an audition right here. Now, don't worry, we're not checking your resumes or your headshots, and we're not going to ask you for your stage experience, but we're looking for people who have a story. And come on, let's be honest, every one of us has a story, and some of those stories tell of unanswered questions, and some tell of regrets, and other stories tell of things that we wish we could rewrite entirely out of our lives because those things have become like a heavy weight that we've been dragging along for so many years. Things like fear and guilt, the need to be in control, insecurity, and bitterness. Now, today isn't just an audition. We're not just testing talent. We are going to uncover truth. Because sometimes the hardest roles to play are the ones that hit closest to home. And the stories we step into sometimes begin reading our lives as well. The Easter story isn't only about the stone that sealed the grave, it's also about the stones that seal our hearts. So welcome to the story. And welcome to our audition. The curtains are rising and the stones are waiting. So, what stone might you be carrying? Okay, let's begin. First up, Alyssa.
One sec, just searching for Morning Glow Filter, the Tear Streak Devotional Chic, # no filter found. Hi, I'm Alyssa.
Good morning.
Hi guys, actress, content creator, recovering people pleaser, part-time emoji translator, full-time feelings machine, and overtime overthinker. This role is giving canon event. If she had a TikTok, she'd have wrist, unfiltered tears, and one Sigma edit that goes viral every Easter. Woo!
I see. So, what role are you auditioning for?
Mary Magdalene. She's that girl. Main character vibes, high emotional damage, but still a serving face. We totally suffered our trauma together. If she had an FYP, it'd be 90% crying in the garden thirst traps and 10% sandal close-ups. Iconic. #OOTD.
So are you ready?
Ready is a scam, but yeah, I've got tissues, a crying playlist, and backup lashes in case of resurrection. #resurrection fit check.
You're very, very prepared.
Why, thank you. I heal through drama. Also, I brought 3 ugly cry presets. One's Oscar-worthy, one's for reals, and one's when your ex sees you crying on your story but still doesn't reply. #crying for Christ.
Impressive. But you know what? Mary wasn't performing. She was really grieving.
So, smaller tears?
No, not smaller. How about real? But it's okay. Come on, let's. It doesn't matter. Let's just start with a passage. John chapter 20, verses 11 to 16.
Oh, cool. One sec. Hey Hey, alligators! It's your girl Alyssa here. Breaking news. I am auditioning for Mary Magdalene, like the Mary Magdalene. If I don't cry at this one, it's fake. If I do cry, it's healing. # emotional damage unlocked.
Okay, let's get going. Here's the script.
Bad angels crying trauma surprise Jesus cameo. Let's get this bread. # plot twist messiah. La, la, la. Now Mary stood outside the tomb, crying. She wept. She went over to look into the tomb and saw 2 angels in white, seated where Jesus' body had been. Seated where Jesus' body had been. Wait, where's the tomb? Oh, slay!
Let's just continue.
2 angels in white, seated where Jesus' #body had been. # celestial crisis, fashion heavenly. Okay, but like imagine being so wrecked, so broken that 2 little angels appear and you're like, cool. But where's the guy I lost? That's not grief. That's soul level devastation.
All right. Yeah, carry on.
They asked her, woman, why are you crying? They have taken my Lord away, she said, and I don't know where they have put him. At this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not realize it was Jesus.
Let's take a moment to think about this. Why do you think Mary was crying?
Because she thought the only person who ever saw her was gone. Like, permanently. And if you've ever been invisible IRL, and then someone finally sees you, and then disappears, it's like game over. GG.
Tell me, why do you think Mary didn't recognize Jesus?
Bro, because maybe she was Delulu?
Yeah, Alyssa.
Okay, fine. Maybe because when your heart has been broken, even hope feels like a jump scare.
And how about you?
I mean, Mary wasn't exactly the church poster girl, right? She had baggage. You know what I mean? People whispered. She probably got side-eyed at potlucks. So maybe, deep down, she thought he wouldn't come back for her. I mean, why would he?
That's true. Yeah, what else?
She thought she needed to be more, to do more, fix more, and honestly, I'm the same. So I curate, I perform, because when people see too much of the real you, they don't usually stay. You get edited out of their lives. So you learn to be the highlight reel. The brand, you post the wins, you slap a filter on the wounds, you # your heartbreaks, and you caption all your breakdowns like poetry. Because if you can perform the pain, then maybe it won't eat you alive.
And when it's quiet?
In the quiet, I hear, I'm not enough. I used to think if I was useful enough, pretty enough, funny enough, good enough, then maybe someone would look at me the way Jesus did at Mary. Not like a problem, but like a person. That's why I post, why make every moment a production? Because I'm terrified that the silence means that I am forgettable, unlovable. Call it insecurity, call it high-functioning anxiety, call it people-pleasing on dopamine, whatever you want. It's the same stone. And I've been dragging it behind every single post.
So, what does this scene show you?
It shows me that Mary didn't have to audition for love. Jesus didn't ask for her resume or her performance metrics. He just said, Mary. No performance, just her name.
And what would it mean to you if Jesus said your name?
I think it would break me open. Because I've spent years auditioning for affection. But if he just said, Alyssa, before I impressed anyone, then maybe I could finally stop proving and start believing.
Believing that you're beloved?
That I'm beloved?
Yes.
Yeah. Not because I'm #loud or #useful or #hardworker. Mary didn't find Jesus because she worked harder. He found her because he refused to stop looking for her.
Yes. Yes. Go on.
So the stone wasn't rolled away so that I could find him. It was rolled away so that he could find me. I always thought I was chasing God, but maybe he's been the one that's chasing me.
And what if he was now calling your name? Alyssa, would you let him find you?
Then maybe for the first time, I wouldn't post it. I wouldn't package it. I just receive it. Like he saw me and he stayed.
Welcome to the story, Mary. She came with questions. She came with a grief and 1,000 reasons to be overlooked. But Jesus, he didn't wait for her to say the right thing. He just said her name. And with that, the resurrection didn't begin with proof. It began with his presence. Next, auditioning for the Centurion. Ethan Lee.
Copy that. Just circling back to confirm this audition aligns with final casting deliverables, not another soft launch, yeah? Fantastic. Sorry I'm late. Just aligning wardrobe continuity, stage choreography for risk mitigation. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ethan Lee, strategic visionary, market disruptor, leadership architect, and full stack performance professional. Come, sit. I'm here for the role of the Centurion, which to my understanding is a leadership-intensive role with high-stakes, cross-functional responsibilities and battlefield oversight. The top-tier command role. Everything else is, well, low-hanging fruit.
Interesting. But why the Centurion?
Simple. I don't do background characters. The Centurion, well, he's a man's man. He doesn't cry. He doesn't doubt. He doesn't pray. He executes. He has strong core competencies, authority, influence, discipline, impact. And let's think outside the box for a second. Resurrection, now that's a blue ocean opportunity, unmatched ROI. If the afterlife was on the table, well, that's a pretty compelling value proposition, and I plan to leverage it.
What? Leverage it?
Exactly. Now, if there's a premium product called Resurrection or Life After Death, well, that's a major game changer. I plan to deep dive into this Resurrection offering and secure stake, invest sweat equity, and outperform the competition.
So you're here for what? Eternal life?
Let's not over spiritualize things, okay? I'm here to deliver outcomes. If the resurrection was a deliverable, I'll scope it, I'll cost it, and I'll close it. I don't believe in miracles. I believe in driving results.
And if it's not for sale?
Then I'll pivot. I'll perform whoever thinks is a freebie. I didn't build my career on charity. I built it on 80-hour work weeks and never dropping the ball. You show me the standard, and I will exceed it.
All right, okay. The scene is from Matthew 27, verse 54, just after the crucifixion. Come, let's hear it.
Certainly. Me. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, "Surely he was the Son of God." That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
One line, no strategy memo, no follow-up action plan.
Maybe that one sentence was the action plan. The moment control shattered.
Losing control is not in my professional vocabulary. I optimize, I deliver. I've scaled teams, launched brands, negotiated 7-figure deals across 3 continents. Control is currency, and I am liquid.
But the centurion, he was the man who was always in control. He surrendered that control in that singular moment.
With respect, control is how I win. I hit targets. I break glass ceilings. I don't need a miracle. I'll strategize one. Think outside the box. And if I need a resurrection, I'll just roll away the stone myself.
with your own strength?
Exactly. With my own 2 hands, vision and drive. No bandwidth for weakness. That's how you create outcomes. That's my synergy model.
But the centurion, he was the strongest man in the narrative. He was brought to his knees in that one sentence.
Look, I get it. He had a front row seat to a public execution and a seismic event. But that kind of faith, that's emotional volatility, that's unpredictable ROI.
But maybe that was the first honest line he had ever spoken. He was used to commanding other men. But on that day, in that moment, he saw a man command death. And you know what? He cracked.
That I've spent my entire identity on driving results, numbers, deadlines, KPIs, deals. If I stop performing, who am I?
Someone worth loving even before you move the needle.
That's not scalable, that's inefficient.
Perhaps the best things in life are not earned. Maybe they're given to you.
That's not fair. That collapses the whole system.
It collapses your system, the one that keeps you proving and performing instead of living. Ethan, all your life you've been chasing your worth through the things that you do. But maybe your self-worth was never something you needed to chase after. Maybe your worth was something that's given to you and given to you in love. Even before you did anything significant or even before you failed.
That would mean my entire identity is built on noise. All the sleepless nights, all the pressure. For what? If I stop chasing, if I let go, I'll disappear.
Or maybe it'll be for the first time you become real.
No, thank you. I'm not prepared to give up everything I've built with my own two hands. I am the CEO of my own destiny. Gifts, handouts, these are all leverage traps.
It's not a trap. It's love.
Love is an unstable, unpredictable resource. Control is predictable.
Perhaps. But love is the only thing that lasts.
No, thank you. I'll stick to what I know best. And besides, this role requires surrender. And surrender is not part of my core competencies.
Ethan,
Tell you what, circle back when God is offering a contract with KPIs.
he came to audition for a role, but the truth is, the story had already been written for him. Gluteus? Gluteus? Is there a Gluteus coming for audition?
Sorry. Paiseh. Wow, sorry, I blur like sotong. Hey, they say this was for some food commercial, right? Wow, got free food. Whoa! Hey, where's the free food?
Got. Later, okay?
Okay.
But Gluteus, that's a very unusual name.
Yes. My name is Gluteus, but you can call me Glue. Because when I stick to something, it's very hard to let go. My mother saw my name in a science textbook. Gluteus Maximus. Whoa, very atas. Like some Greek god. Alamak, guess what it means? Backside muscle.
Now, that's a very good story. Welcome, Glue. It's really nice to have you here. Are you ready to audition?
Audition? Hey, sorry, my friend told me come here, got free pizza, free Wi-Fi, free aircon, free lucky draw, can win free Bluetooth speaker. Hey, sounds like some MLM. Hey, you're not trying to scam me, huh?
No. Relax, this is not a scam and it's not MLM. This is an audition for a live Easter play.
Live Easter, that means I cannot arrow again.
No, we don't have arrows, but we have a cross. Are you okay?
Yeah lah. Story of my life. I always kena arrow, just mind my own business, do my own thing, then somehow always kena sabo. You say what? Church play some more. Wow, later I say wrong thing. People come and pray for me, lay hands on me. Hey, don't want, sorry, I'm not here to be converted.
No. Relax, Glue. You're not here to be converted. You're here because I think you'd be perfect for a role.
Role? What role? Sushi role?
No. Something better than that. It's an acting role.
Acting role. Okay lah, acting, I can do gangster very good. Got Roman soldier, right? Wow, I can, I show you. Hey-ya, who goes there? Can not?
Well, actually, I think you'd be perfect for the role of Simon or Cyrene.
Simon see me. Hey, sorry. Simon, I only know the Simon Peter, the fishmonger. Always kena scolded by Jesus, just like I kena scolded by my mother last time. Hey, this Simon see me?
Cyrene.
He got what backstory?
Oh, Simon Cyrene, he helped Jesus carry the cross.
Carry cross? Wow, sounds like hard labor.
Yeah. Yes, it actually is. Later you'll find out. Okay, but let's read this. Luke chapter 23, verse 26.
Okay. As the soldiers led him away, they seized Simon of Simi, who was on his way in from the country, and put the cross on him, and made him carry it behind Jesus. Bro, this Simon also kena sabo. He just walk around, mind his own business, and kena pick like some unlucky 4D number. Bro, Story of my life, bro.
You feel like that often?
Yeah. You know how many times I kena sabo to clean up other people's rubbish? Their rubbish becomes my responsibility, my problem. I show you. My boss, he tell me, Glue, cover me for one more shift only. I cover for 3 months already. My friend, he say, hey bro, Glue, lend me some money lah. Short term, I pay you back very fast one. I lend him money, he ghosts me since 2021. My very Christian uncle, he always say, oh, hallelujah, this, amen, that, He tell me, Glue, God has a vision for your life to invest in my prosperous and anointed business venture. He will make your profits overflow and your cup will runneth over. And then, he take my money and then he runneth away. Now the only thing holy is the hole in my wallet.
That must really hurt.
Then my ex-girlfriend, she come to me one day crying. She say, Glue, I cannot be with you anymore because you're not a believer. Then I say, no, I got look like Justin Belieber, what? Baby, 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 oh. And she says, no, Glue. I mean, I cannot be with you because you're not a Christian. Then I say, okay, stop crying. It's cool. I respect your God. We cool, I cool, you cool, God cool. We break up, no problem. Then guess what? 1 week later, she hold hands with church drummer, post on Instagram, hashtag God's timing is perfect. Apuya! Perfect for who, sia?
That sounds like a lot to carry.
Yeah. That's why I say, I am like Simon of Simi. Always kena arrow, always carry other people's burden. Just walking around, mind my own business, then bam! Burden fall into my lap.
And yet you still carry them.
Yeah lah, of course. If not me, then who? People drop, I pick floor. People make a mess, I clean. I'm like an emotional Grab delivery driver lah. Always delivering, never arriving, always kena 1 star. Even my pain must self-collect.
Actually, you sound like Simon of Cyrene, carrying what isn't yours.
Hey, what's this? Oh, wow. Oh, so heavy. Wow, heavier than all my ex's emotional baggage combined. Wow, put where?
You put it there. Glue, you know why the cross was so heavy?
Because Roman carpentry super tokong.
No. The cross was heavy because it carried all our sin and all our shame, even of the whole world. And it also carried the weight of every story, just like yours. You know, Simon didn't choose the cross. But sometimes what seems like random bad luck is actually a divine setup.
Setup? Bro, that one sound like scam lingo.
No, not a scam. It's grace. Grace allowed Simon to see what no one else ever got to see.
See what?
He saw love. You know, imagine Jesus carrying the cross, and he also carried that.
You mean he carried my stones for me?
Yes. Glue. You can leave it there if you're ready.
No, cannot. I carry this my whole life. I carry all my anger, my bitterness, my resentment, my revenge fantasy, my rage Pro Max 17. I carry so long already until my back want to break. But I don't dare to put down lah. Because I know, at least if I carry all my pain, then no one can hurt me again.
Glue. Jesus carried the weight of all our sin, just so that you didn't need to carry that bitterness anymore. And that's what love is like. It doesn't walk away from your pain, but it walks right into your pain.
You know, my whole life I kena arrow, left, right, center, but somehow all these arrows were leading me here to this cross. And now I'm finally walking away, not heavier. I'm finally walking away free. You know, I thought this was just some way to con me, to trick me into coming to church, but I don't feel tricked. I don't feel scammed. I just feel loved.
Glue, you are loved.
You don't tell people I cry. I got image to maintain one.
Of course. I don't know whether Simon cried, but he did carry the cross and he just walked with Jesus.
Okay lah, then maybe I also can be Simon lah.
You can. Welcome to the story, Simon.
Hey, but still got free pizza, right?
God.
Okay, then fair lah. God can carry my burden. I can carry my pizza lah. 6, 7. Oh.
Why you say this? Some of us think that life has arrowed us to carry the burdens we never chose. Simon didn't choose the cross, but Jesus. He chose his cross, and he chose ours as well, so that he could carry what we couldn't carry. Bitterness says, why me? But grace says, let me. That's why the stone was rolled away.
Hey bro, jialat lah. Hey, we late for audition. Say what they tearing down already.
Go and find out.
Excuse me, is this the open casting?
The audition? Yes. Welcome.
No, late,
Welcome. And you are?
Hi, I'm Ryan. Here's my resume. I've done TV commercials, church productions, and even musicals.
He's like super tight about it.
I've also emceed my fair share of weddings. Do those count?
Yes, of course. And you are?
Joel, I don't have moral support for that.
Oh, it's good to have you both here. Actually, I think you're both great for the next scene, the race to the tomb. You can be Peter, and you be John.
Hold up. Peter, isn't the one who denied Jesus 3 times?
Yes, that Peter.
John, the disciple that Jesus liked.
No, the disciple that Jesus loved. Come. Let's read this together. John chapter 20, verses 3 to 9. Here.
So Peter and the other disciple started for the tomb. Hey, brother, that's me running first.
Hey bro, both were running. The other disciples outran Peter. That's me, fastest disciple alive.
In the house only?
1 second. Hey, brother,
stream
I
cannot hear.
thought you say you're here for moral support.
He went over and looked at the streets of real life.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Then Simon Peter came along behind him and went straight into the tomb. He saw the strips of linen lying there, as well as the cloth that had been wrapped around the head of Jesus. The cloth is still lying in its place, separate from the linen.
Finally, another disciple beneath the tomb also went inside. He saw and believed. They still did not understand the scripture that Jesus has to rise from the dead.
Okay. So you're both here and you're both running. So tell me, why do you think Peter and John were running?
That's easy. Peter ran from his guilt. This man swore that he would die for Jesus, but then denied him 3 times in one night. And so he ran. He ran because guilt's heavy. He ran because he thinks maybe if he moves fast enough, the guilt wouldn't catch up to him and ask questions. But it always catches up to him and pulls him back under. Brothers and sisters, that's guilt for you. It always catches up to you and pulls you back under. It's like this invisible weight that you can't shake off. Like, no matter how many miles you run, no matter how many prayers you utter, it still whispers, you're not good enough. You're not clean enough. You're not worthy enough. And so, you just stand there, shackled by your guilt, far away from Jesus who's hanging there, dying on the cross. You couldn't even bear to be near him. You're too afraid to come close. But you know you can't keep pretending like everything's okay.
Hey, are we still talking about Peter here?
Oh, I'm sorry, I lost myself there. Where were we?
Peter.
Yes. Peter. You know, I get Peter. Like him, I talk big, I volunteer, I lead worship, hands up, eyes closed, and I say, Lord, I will never deny you. But when it's quiet, I deny him over and over and over again. I remember the nights I said one thing and did another. I go out to people and tell them, brother, God can free you. But then I go back home and then continue to scroll things I promised I'll delete. Like the world's biggest hypocrite. But people think I've got it all together. Mr. Reliable, leadership material, good Christian boy. But I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm tired of pretending like my holiness is the same as my honesty. So yeah, I get Peter. I talk big, but choke when it counts.
That's a very hard mirror to look into.
I'm not Peter. I'm John. Not because I'm the favorite, but because I like to watch from the sideline.
How so?
I'm the type that stand on the edge. I overthink, measure my risk, weigh my options before I trust anything or anyone. You know, I watch people who were very sick, and I watch their prayer went unanswered. I also watch Christians who smile and say, God is in control, while everything is falling apart.
So what holds you back?
Fear that if I do believe, I will be disappointed again. So I stay safe on the outside, logical and in control.
Just like John at the tomb.
Exactly. He ran fast, reached the tomb first, and stopped. Did not go in. What if it was a lie? What if his whole soul on was a lie? What would that make all the belief stuff? A joke? A scam?
But what if it was true?
If it was true, if Jesus really rose, then it changes everything. But what if it doesn't? What if we step into the tomb and it was really empty?
Empty can be worse than dead. At least death has closure, but empty, it just makes you question everything.
But maybe empty doesn't mean the end. And maybe silence isn't absence, but it's a space for something new to begin. And maybe what feels like loss is actually an invitation. It's a question, not an answer. What if
my guilt isn't the final word?
What if fear has been keeping me from seeing what is real?
What if endings weren't always failures? And what if emptiness wasn't something to be explained, but instead it's something to step into? And what if life could start all over again for you, even here?
What if I've been trying to hide my guilt from a God who already sees it all, but still cares?
What if trusting again is worth the risk?
Maybe what we're searching so hard for isn't a certainty, but maybe we are just finding the courage to take the next step. You know, we don't need to have all the answers to step forward. You just need to trust the invitation. And sometimes the question itself is the doorway to the empty tomb. Now, God didn't only roll away the stone that sealed the grave, He also rolled away the stones that seal our hearts. You know, the stones of fear, of guilt, and the need to be in control.
Thank you.
They're all rolled away.
I thought my guilt had buried me, but He rolled away the stone I couldn't.
I thought my fear has protected me. He rolled away the stone that prevented me from seeing the truth.
Yes, and that's the power of the resurrection. And it doesn't force you to believe. It invites you. And it doesn't erase away all the fear and the guilt, but it does roll away the weight that we have been carrying, and it lets you walk free.
I used to think that faith meant having all the answers. Maybe it just means taking the next step, even if I'm scared.
I thought my failures defined me, but His grace rolled it all away before I even got here.
Gentlemen, I think you got the part.
Which one?
Both. The one who fell and the one who stayed outside. Because Easter isn't about who wins. It's about who walks out alive. And that's what the resurrection does. It outruns shame. It outthinks despair. And it rolls away the stones that we carry in our hearts. Fear, guilt, the need to be in control, insecurity, and bitterness, and leaves only love standing.